like young Jason Queen is. In fact, to tell you how Erie has just encompassed this tournament, you know, Storm has put on parties at Damon's, at Plymouth, at Green Garden, the restaurants. Pete Weber's out there. You know, Dennis Horan's out there.
Brian Himmler's
out there, and they're all watching this live at these restaurants. It's the whole city has kind of come together on this.
And you know what? Who's responsible for that is Nancy and George Warren and the rest of the Lytle family that operate Eastway Lanes. It's just a phenomenal center run by just great people.
Strike will cut the lead to 1. And it does. Oh, it's oxygen checking time now.
He got it into that swish zone. The little wally, the light shot. This is why you put hook and power on a bowling ball. Look at those eyes, that concentration, that steady head. And look at this reaction.
Well, his concentration has been great, and so has Steve Wilson's. Must have this.
Wow.
That's the way to answer it. Well, Sunday, don't miss the exciting conclusion of the World Golf Championships. The Accenture Match Play Championships. Coverage of the final match begins at 2 o'clock Eastern, live at 11 o'clock Pacific on ABC. A little bit later on today. Back in just a few minutes.
Scotty McCarron in that long putter.
It's a battle of high school teammates, high school rivals.
It's working.
Well, the strike would put him up by 21. He's working on 3 in a row.
Wow.
Oh, he got away with one.
Steve Wilson is just putting the touch on these shots that he's throwing. Jason Queen can strike out for 268. Steve Wilson can strike out for 279. I want you to watch his body position and his finish after he lets go.
He is so balanced, Randy.
He's making great shots. Every shot's on balance.
Here's Jason Queen. He has 3 in a row.
Cut the lead to 11. Speaking of balance, did you see how he posted that shot?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the ball left his hand, I mean, there wasn't a thing that moved.
You know, was he more of a one-dimensional player prior to this tournament? Did you get that sense?
Well, my recollection of him going back a couple years ago is he was really straight and really firm and really hard. We'll watch him freeze and post this shot. That head doesn't move after release. It's great. You know what? He's really worked hard on lowering his ball speed and trying to change hand positions now. He's not just a one-dimensional player anymore. Cut the lead to 1 pin.
And he does. Jason Queen, the rookie on the tour, not showing like he's a rookie right now.
Well, he's really taking it to Steve Wilson right now. If Steve Wilson doesn't strike in the 9th frame, Jason Queen can strike out in the 10th and win. If Steve Wilson strikes in the 9th, strikes in the 10th, and goes 9 spare, we have a possibility of a tie.
Then things get interesting. First things first, the 9th.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Gets it a little right. The ball flips up, gets it into the swish zone, the half pocket zone, and he carries. At the 9th board, 9.5 board at the arrows.
Watch that.
This ball's going to get out to the second board. There's friction there. That's why the ball's hooking back from it.
5 in a row for Steve Wilson. Oh, yeah!
The ball is dead flush. He almost leaves a solid 9. Good, clean living right there. Watch this. This ball's going to be perfect. The bowling ball's going to go right by the 9 pin. Oh, and something comes off the sidewall. What a huge break.
He only needs 1 strike, and it's over.
1 hit, he's a winner. 9 spare. Possibility of a tie.
Well, he started out with 3 in a row, spared in the 4th, and it's been strikes ever since, my friends. Oh, no! Well, he thought he had it.
Don't go anywhere because you're about to see exactly what Jason Queen's made of. Big time ring at 10-6 goes up and around.
Up and around.
Very important right here to make the spare.
It's a must.
Oh, no.
Shades of Chris Barnes at Mohegan Sun.
3 in the 10th frame. Jason Queen's a winner. Anything less, we either have a tie, Steve Wilson will win on the bench.
How did this happen, Randy?
I don't know. He's been throwing so many strikes, hasn't shot at too many spares. Just a mental letdown. The moment every professional bowler lives for, performing under pressure.
And there's one.
Okay, one more.
What is going through his mind, Randy? Have you ever done that? And the feeling has to be just probably the loneliest.
The best thing that can go through your mind right now is very little. You don't want anything going through your mind except where you're standing with your feet and what target you're looking at. You think about nothing else. You don't think of the money. You don't think of people watching you at home. You get into that zone. You focus on where you're putting your feet. You look at that target, and you let your body throw the ball the way it's been trained to throw it.
Well, Steve was 12 for 12 coming into this match. The must.
Steve Wilson's your winner.
Steve Wilson has done it. Oh, my. Misses the spare.
It's going to be 257, 267. What a great finish.
Well, Sherry and Sarah have something to celebrate. His 4th PBA win. Jason Queen, so close. And he'll pick up the spare.
Thank you, Dad.
And how tough was that? Steve Wilson thought everything was over in the 10th frame.
Great week. Keep going, you too, man.
But the 2002 PBA Flagship Open champion goes to Steve Wilson. The $40,000 first place prize check is in his pocket. Jason's last shot, Randy.
You can't get any closer to not striking. This ball is a pretty good shot. Gets up into the 1-3. Watch the 10 wiggle.
And Sheila thought he had it. And no. What a valiant performance, though, by Jason Queen. The rookie almost came through, fell just a tad short. But Steve Wilson's our winner. We'll step aside. We'll return to Erie, Pennsylvania, the Flagship Open, right after this.